Good morning, everyone. It's Rose. Today I want to talk about what supplements I take. I have been in the healthcare field for many years. I love the topic of nutrition. I'm a nutritionist. And so people ask me, hey, do I need to take supplements? And what do you take? So let me share with you what I take, and then I'm going to recommend 3 supplements that I think are a wise addition to anybody's daily routine. Okay, so let's start. This is a multivitamin made by Garden of Life, and it's formulated for women over the age of 40, and typically a women's formula will have more iron in it. Next is Bone Up. This is my calcium, and it has more than just calcium in it. It has all the different minerals that help make up the bone matrix. Most people don't get enough calcium, so it's just a really good, smart thing to take. Next, I have, it's a really bright light here, omega-3 minis. Okay, that is your DHA, and that formulation is a vegan source. Now, you might be thinking DHA comes from fish, so how is that vegan? Well, fish are high in DHA because they eat seaweed, and seaweed is where the DHA is from. So the company takes the seaweed and gets the DHA from that, does 2 things. 1, you're not eating a fish, and 2, you're avoiding any possible concerns about mercury contamination from fish. I know that's been kind of a debate for some time, and so I think it's best just to take the vegan formula. Okay, next, essential aminos. Now, there are 8 essential amino acids that we have to get from our food. Amino acids build protein. We use protein in all different functions of our body. I mean, from hormones to blood vessels to organs to your enzyme systems, everything needs protein. And if you don't have the right building blocks to make all those proteins in your body, you are not going to be at your top of your game. So I also notice that when I eat more of a vegetarian diet, that on my nutrition data that I get from tracking my food, I am very low in essential amino acids. So I take it every day. Next. These are more personal for me. This is ashwagandha, okay? And I tend to be a little high strung. I get stressed out easily, and ashwagandha helps mitigate the stress. I feel like I can handle anything. It's not like it makes me feel fuzzy or weird. It's a natural herb, it's very safe, and I respond well to it. So I take 1 of those every day. Most days, not every day. Okay, next is another herb, black cohosh. Black cohosh is for women who are going through menopause and have hot flashes. Now, I just thought, no, I can handle it. I am so glad that I am taking black cohosh. It has made a world of difference for me. I still get hot flashes. They're not nearly as bad. So that's what I do. And finally, we have potassium. Geez, that light. Potassium. Anyway, it's potassium. Potassium is an intracellular ion, and you need it to maintain your potassium-sodium balance. If you're an athlete, you really want to make sure your electrolytes are right. Every year I get my blood drawn, and I get a blood panel to assess where my calcium is, my potassium is, what are my lipids. And this year was my best year ever. And one of the things that was different this year is that my potassium was in a really good range. Usually it's almost too low. And I was just taking 1 of these every day for probably the last 8 months. And it really helps keep me in balance. So that's what I take. Here are the 3 that I think everyone should take. You should take a multivitamin. fills in the gaps. Let's be realistic. People are busy, and you're not going to eat perfectly every single day. Number 2, calcium. Across any diet, calcium is really difficult to find in nature. It is one of those vitamins that are supplemented in so many different foods because it's hard to get. And you can talk about the calcium bioavailability in dark greens. It's not such a straightforward answer. You can say eat greens are high in calcium, but there's elements in the greens that can inhibit calcium absorption. So take a calcium citrate form if you want the most bioavailable form. Calcium citrate is more easily absorbed by your body versus calcium carbonate, which you might find in something like a Tums. People take Tums and it's actually carbonate, calcium carbonate, and helps relax their, settle their stomach from indigestion, but it's not a good way to get calcium. Your body's not going to use much of it. You may as well be eating chalk. Okay, so number 3 is your omegas. Omega-3, DHA. You can get it in a vegan form. If you're looking for a high quality source of supplements and to have them delivered directly to your house, go to my website, www.patienttherapies.com, and you can sign up through FullScript, and I can recommend nutrients and supplements for you. If you want to work with me, I would love it. I would be honored. So until next time, remember, be kind to yourself.